Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Boss Your Business. Today, I am bringing you Brandon Fortino, one of my local San Diego guys that we actually just worked together on an event.
We just did. Yes,
So,
we just
yeah,
did.
and I just got the deliveries too last night. So, you guys better be paying attention over on Instagram and all the things because you get to see Brandon's magic. Brandon, tell the audience, who the hell are you and why am I so excited to have you on?
Yeah, thanks for inviting me to the show here, Evie. Been a pleasure working with you in the little events that we've doing, and it's been amazing. But yeah,
Awesome.
just to keep it short, my name is Brandon. I'm CEO and founder of Short Form Pros. Originally, I was actually born in Jakarta, originally from Indonesia, moved to United States. So an immigrant was raised in an immigrant family. Grew up in Bakersfield, so it's middle of California. There's nothing in there. I wouldn't recommend
Oh my
visiting.
God, yeah,
So
there
that's
is
why I
there
moved.
is nothing up there.
There's nothing in there. It's just
There's
farms
nothing.
and oil rigs. So decided to go down into sunny San Diego where we met.
Yes.
Beautiful weather. And went to San Diego State. So go Aztecs. Just pure San Diego heart right there. And been working in marketing for about 2 years, and then recently, or not recently, had my video production company for about 2 years. And recently I had a short form video agency where I help people strategize, edit, and also plan and schedule their content. So call it an entrepreneur, call it a passion, like just creative at
Yeah.
heart, but that's who I am.
You are definitely creative, which funnels into why I ask you to help. Guys, if you didn't see on Instagram, I did a watch networking party as of this show last week, few weeks ago,
it's
whatever.
it was
And
not even a
it
week yet.
was
It's gonna be a week tomorrow, I think.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. As of
Yeah.
this
I know
recording,
it
a
feels
week
like it's been a long
tomorrow.
time.
It's like so much has happened since then because we had the Level Up lounge on Tuesday. I went into the ClickUp office and had conversations with the team on Thursday. Completely crashed on Saturday. Guys, I swear to God, it's like I'm an introverted extrovert. After all of this peopling, I just took a day off. But we digress. So you went to SDSU, you were in marketing and then started your own company. Tell me about this. How did this come about? How did you do this jump from, I assume you were employed before,
I was. Yes,
to
I was.
going full time to your business? Because that's often a question that comes up where it's like, yeah, I have the side business, but it's not making enough money. And when do I do this jump? When do I go full time into my own business? How did you make that decision?
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of out of necessity. So for background, I used to work in digital marketing. I was a part of a nationwide digital marketing agency that does Amazon and paid ads. So I was in
Uh
their
huh.
Amazon team, was working there actually during my time in college for my last 2 years. And at the time, I came from a very low income family, low income immigrant family. So I had to pay for
Hmm.
college on my own. I had to rely on a lot of FAFSA and student loans by the government to get through college, basically, because San Diego is not cheap. So um,
School is not cheap in the States in general.
it's not right. So my last year, I actually had one of those situations where I wasn't going to receive the Pell Grant that I was supposed to receive. So
Oh.
in that case, like, okay, I need to either go full time into work and neglect my school just to live here, or I find
Mhm.
something else to do. And at the time, I was figuring that out, but that's not my optional route. I do wanted to finish my degree at the time,
Yeah.
so I lean back to something that I've always known ever since I was little. I've been in love with videography and photography. So that was usually my side hustles, taking pictures of people's like portraits, people engagements, and all of that sorts, like high school formals, all of that
Yep.
stuff. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna give this a try and see for itself if it works down here in San Diego. So started doing that with my 20, 25 hours a week job plus like full-time school. So I had a full load of like units during my last semester. So everything was so occupied. And once I started kind of just telling people through social media, through just friends and referrals, and seeing that proof of concept came along, and like I was like, okay, I can actually do this, and it actually you know, end up making me more money than if I were to work 40 hours a week in my W-2 job. And I made that jump literally when I had this one time. I still remember this one week where it was just I was booked with meetings in my job at the time,
Oh god.
and
The meeting that
I had also
could have just been an email.
right. It's like all those meetings and all these different stuff, and then I was also wanted to be booked for shoots, and then I was like, well, now it gets to the point where my side hustle is limited by my this is my corporate job. I was like,
Yeah.
well, why not just take the leap? And soon I gave a 2 week notice, and then 2 weeks after, I left the job for good. Didn't burn any bridges. It was all great. The team was amazing. It was just I had to do it for the sake of paying rent. So so that's what I did, and everything else is history. Met more people and just keep learning and keep networking, and yeah.
Which brings up a good piece. It's like you don't have to burn bridges. You are just, no matter if you are switching jobs or if you are going out for yourself,
Right.
you don't have to burn bridges. It's just like, okay, my focus is changing. I want to do something else. You never know what's going to happen in the future. Potentially, you align in a project. You can, heck,
Right.
I've seen a lot of people go back into corporate through COVID because, don't get me wrong, entrepreneurship is not always the easiest thing to do.
Not at all.
So I love that you brought up that you didn't burn bridges, because again, you don't have to. Even if you weren't happy in the job, no matter if you were happy in the job or not, it's literally just, hey, my focus has changed. I'm doing something else now. Bye, guys. That's all you need to
Right.
do.
And a lot of supervisors, a lot of coworkers will be understood of that. They're like, okay, like it's just, the job is not fitting anymore, and you have another passions and other things that you want to pursue. And a lot of times they respect that, as long as they kind of like tell them like very respectfully and all that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, totally agree. Yeah, I didn't have to burn any bridges.
So, how does life look now? And guys, I will be diving into his journey because Brennan is also sharing his journey on his reel. So, no worries, we'll get to all of this. But how does life look now? Because you out of school, you graduated, you have your own business. What is life like right now?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just like any other entrepreneur that would say, you kind of make your own schedule. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Uh, in my personal opinion, I love it more than if I were to work my W-2 job, because I like having that control over my destiny, over what it is that I need to do. So just
Like
having that sort of
just working from New York.
yeah, I could. Like I work remotely, so I could go everywhere really, as long as I have a
Uh-huh.
good internet connection. I think it's nice in the sense of being able to have that full control of just
Mhm.
everything within your career, whether you wanted to grow, you wanted to work with different people, with different industries, or whatever. I'm all about bringing value to people. So wherever people can find my value, and I always feel like too. I don't know if this is like maybe just place I worked at, but it feels a lot more fulfilling doing work like as an entrepreneur, because uh, I think when you do work as an entrepreneur, you kind of get that direct feedback, whether you're doing something good or something needs to be improved. And that way you get that just self-fulfilling kind of, hey, like I've grown, or I've gone better, or they find it a lot valuable. So you kind of get that direct response, if that makes sense.
And yeah, totally. Because it's like your business is going to tell you right away if something works or doesn't.
Right.
Um, and when you're working for corporate, you don't get that same feedback, and you are at the mercy of other people. If
Right.
things don't align, if a coworker doesn't deliver on the promise, you are in that. And with our own business, the buck stops with you. If clients don't come in the door, I scoot something up. If the
Yeah.
delivery are not being done, but also on the other hand, if a client is happy, heck, I'm still celebrating a testimonial that I did not expect to get from a client, where they were like, girl, you saved my team 40% of their work time. And I'm like, holy moly,
That's
thank
awesome.
you. Right? It's
Yeah.
like, it's all you.
Right.
Though I do also understand the draw often. I'm like, especially through COVID, a lot of us have experienced it where it's like, oh my God, I wish I would just have a paycheck.
Hmm.
But it's like it's that balance of, okay, what's more important to you? And honestly, impact is more important to me, and seeing the impact I'm having directly. And I think you are on that same boat.
100%. I think it's about what everybody values, right? Like some people value stability. Some people also value control over their destiny. Some people value making the impact within their communities or the people that are around them. So I think like it's about figuring out who you are as a person and then just acting up upon that, whether it's whatever it is that you value. So yeah.
So I don't know if, guys, I'm totally calling him out here because I don't know if he actually would use the language like this, but I know you've been on a journey to stabilize your life yourself. You know your passion, you know what you're going for, you know
Mhm.
what you want to do with it. And to me, I'm using this language right now. You've been on a journey to stabilize all of that. So how have you grown the business? How have you scaled the business? What have you done to take this from, yep, I'm done with my corporate job, I'm doing this full time, and get the business to a level where you were just traveling with your girlfriend last February, going to New York and being there? I'm like, guys, I swear, follow the reels and the stories. It's fun watching where you have gone to a point in your business where it's like, yeah, cool, I'm going a week to New York and I'm doing this. Where I think a lot of the audience is either way getting close to, or really working on having that freedom of doing what you want to do with your private life, supported by your business and not the other way around. So that
Mm.
was a long-winded question of what have you done to grow your business, to get those clients in the door, to be able to be this flexible.
Right. That's a great question. I feel like flexibility, a lot of people really want it. And that's something that I really value as well. So I think there's a couple of things. One is the actual product, right? Like what is the product that we're offering to our audience, our customers, right? Is that product, can it be delivered online? Can it be delivered? Does it have to be delivered in person? What does the deliverables look like? What does that process look like? So when you have a really good product that allows you to be flexible, then it'll make it flexible. So a lot of, for example, for my own, what we do is all of our deliverables are digital assets. So it's
Yeah.
digital videos. So I don't have to fulfill that myself. So that's one. Two is having a really great team. I think, I give my team really great credit on just being amazing. Right now we are in a team of three. We're actually growing right now. We're looking for two more people, so we're building that. But having a really solid team that knows the process of how to fulfill the
Yeah.
service, because it is for my specific business basically a service business. So how do we fulfill that at highest level quality in a time efficient manner? We have meeting calls every week. We have one-on-ones with I have one-on-ones with them every single, every other week actually, so I can help them and figure out new ways. So that's too kind of like having a great team. And I think lastly, and probably like more importantly, just putting flexibility at the top of your priority, right? So I feel like I'm a huge believer that if you put something in your mind that you want to achieve, like you'll find a way to do it. It's one of those things. Like for example, like for me, like at the time I needed to pay rent. I need to find a way to make that happen, and I will find that happen. I made that happen. So if you put flexibility in your priority list, you're definitely going to be able to find a way for you to make your business shift in that sense and adapt in a way that'll make you more flexible.
And you also live what you preach. So you are not just creating short form content, short form video for your clients. I'm like, I've been watching your journey on your reels.
Right.
So you are living this, hey, we are creating business through short form video.
Right. Yeah, I think I'm a huge believer in like you gotta what is it? Like you gotta preach, you gotta do what you preach. Is that what it's called? Like the saying here? Yeah,
Something
same
like
goes
that.
like
Yeah.
you. Yeah, same goes like how you do things with ClickUp. Like you only like teach people with like how to automate those process because you've done it yourself. And I think that there's a lot of value in that. Like if I'm able to do it, I'm gonna replicate the same process for you because I know you're gonna be able to do it as well. It's like you walk the walk and not just talk the talk. You know what I mean? You actually
Coaches
does
that
it.
coach
So,
coaches how to coach. Yeah. We
yeah.
see enough of that out there. It's like watching you. Yeah, I'm like, you literally took two reels in your short form video to tell the story of, hey, here's my business goals, here's what I want to accomplish. And we can literally just walk alongside you in your reels, in your short form video.
Right. Just getting to know someone through just 20 seconds every day, or
Yep.
like 20 seconds of exposure. That's kind of, I think, the power of video. What's amazing is that, you know, back with written, it's cool because it's accessible to everybody. Everybody can read it. With audio, you can actually gain like somewhat of a connection of hearing their voice. But when you combine all that with an image, I think that's when it's like most powerful because you can see the face. Is what we're doing right now. You can hear them, and you can also, just gain so much valuable content and make that deeper connection. That's why I love video. Like it's amazing.
And it's perfect for repurposing. I'm like, anybody that has been following me along, you guys know we do all three of them. We do the video, we do
Right.
the audio, and we do the written. Because of that, I know I have people in the audience that are hearing impaired. I have a really dear
Right.
member of mine who got sick, and she can just use audio for like an hour or two a day, or her head is literally going to explode in huge headaches. So
Mhm.
there's the blog version of it. Then I have people who are blind. They're not going to be able to watch the video, but they still can use the audio. Or we're a little just busy and running around and just wanting to be able to listen to the podcast. So, guys, I'm like, I
Yeah.
completely agree. No matter if it's short form or long form video, make it it's accessible. It's you
Yeah.
have it available to you.
I think it's all about like what people I think don't really talk about when it comes to these is leverage, right? When you're doing
Mhm.
video, you're kind of leveraging a lot of different things, like what you said with the repurposing. Same goes like why you should use social media because it's leverage, right? Like when people, even when you get like 200 views, if you think about it, right? That's 200 people. That's like 200 eyeballs. It's like watching your video. If you can convert 10% of those to people that would do business with you, what can that do for your business, right? So when people are like, I want to get viral, get millions of views, but like for me, like, do you really want
You
millions of
don't.
views? Like, do
So
you really
I love
need?
I love that you brought this up. I love that you
Yeah,
brought it up because don't get me wrong, guys. I am a numbers gal too, and
right,
believe me, there is ego included in numbers where I'm like, I want to hit a certain subscriber count, I want to hit a certain view count.
right.
Guilty of it. Guilty of it. But the thing that always brings me back into right now is I don't need to go viral. I don't need to have how many million views because chances are when you go viral, you are not going viral just with your target market. You are going
Mhm.
viral with a broad audience. Now,
Exactly.
I only need one right person to see that video, one person to say, I'm hiring Evie and I'm spending the few $1,000 to go coaching with her. I
Mhm.
don't need the viral. So when you guys are struggling with the ego, with the numbers thing, with the follower, with the view count, simply remember, yeah, going viral is fun. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
My chat GPT short form video today broke all the latest records. It is number one
Let's
right now.
go.
Yes, I
Let's
am
go.
happy about that. But it comes down to, are you actually converting? Do people call you based on your content? If you are just
Right.
going viral and nobody calls you and hires you, you're still not going to be able to pay your bills.
Right.
So,
I've seen these articles of a lot of like TikTok stars, for example. They have millions of followers on TikTok, but when they are invited to go speak in a room or something, they couldn't even fill the room, like because there's
mhm,
not that connection between them and the audience.
yep,
So I think it's good balance between it, and I think the only true way for you to gain um, like real organic followers that would really like root for your brand and just to keep consistently giving good value. That's it. And then eventually people will share the video and you'll get better as you progress. But you don't need one hit wonder type videos that would just make you go crazy. That doesn't make sense.
yeah.
So yeah.
It's fine. I think it has a lot to do also with our personal growth, finding that balance between, okay, yes, we do want to grow our following, we do want to hit certain numbers, but what are those numbers we pay attention to? And we could
Right.
spend hours and hours on this, and we actually do.
Right.
However, we want to keep it nice, short, and sweet in the podcast. So let's dive into one of my favorite questions, why I ask it in every
Yeah.
single episode. What are some of the processes and tools you use to be able to run your business like you do right now?
Yeah, I use a couple of different things to make sure that everything is efficient. So primarily, I use Slack currently to communicate with my clients
Mhm.
and my team. So that I use that. It's basically like a Discord if you don't know what Slack is. So use that.
I love, I
Mm.
love, I love I love this right now. Why I'm
What is that?
interrupting you right here? Because chances are my audience knows Slack better than Discord,
Oh,
yet your
interesting.
audience knows
That's
Discord better
Discord
than
more than
Slack.
Slack.
I love that.
Exactly.
But it comes
That's
down, guys,
interesting.
again, comes down to the environment we live in, the perception we have, the stuff
Right.
we do.
Right.
So always remember who is your target market? Who are you talking to?
That is true. That's actually really funny.
That was just a total
That was actually
sideways
really
because
funny.
I loved that one. Oh yeah, in case you
Yeah.
don't know what Slack is, I'm like,
Yeah. It's so funny.
I'm such a fan of perception and living in our circles. And the
Yeah.
moment you step out of that circle, people are like, who? What?
Yeah.
Sorry, I totally sidetracked that here.
No, you're
So you
good.
are
You're
using
good.
Slack for client conversation.
Yeah, we're using Slack for client conversation. We use Google Drive to transfer all of our data, all of the
Mhm.
documents, all of that. Um, DocuSign and to kind of like sign all the contracts and all that. As far as editing goes, in the back end, our editors use Adobe Premiere.
Uh-huh.
I use Final Cut Pro from when I edit my videos. So yeah, so we use both of those. Currently for project management, currently we use Asana, but I know we've been in talks that we're gonna like thinking about switching it. There's a couple of stuff
Yeah,
that it could be better. So
when we're
we're
done
actually switching to
recording,
like
you are actually on my to-do list. I'm like, okay, when are we meeting? I need to get you off the Sana. We can't do this. This is not okay.
yeah, exactly. That's funny. Yeah, but that's gonna basically the tools that we use. You know, I'm trying to keep it lean and simple so we can move fast. I think that's
Yeah.
the stuff that we do. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with something like video creation and short form content. It's like you don't want to take forever to get things done. Everything is so fast. You want to be able to just deliver and get things done.
Right.
And guys,
We
I
use AI
think you
tools
just
too.
hmm?
I was like, we use AI tools too, like
Oh,
ChatGPT and all that. Yeah,
ChatGPT. Yeah.
crazy.
Love me some ChatGPT. Um what I loved seeing, what fits into all of this is and guys, you can, again, I saw it in one of his reels on Instagram. I think it was a TikTok. Oh god, I consume content everywhere. Um when we actually talked the last and we were talking processes, I
Mhm.
love how you literally went home, grabbed a big stack of post-it notes and laid out your production process and looking visually at where there might be issues, where there might be room for optimization and all of that stuff. So it's fun seeing you being deep in processes and the process optimization.
Right. Yeah, I think that for a lot of entrepreneurs, when they start, they want to get started. They're like action takers. So they
Mhm.
try to, bring
Yep.
in revenue, they try to deliver the product and fulfill it themselves. But at least like for me personally, like now that thinking about it, with the goals that I wanted to achieve this year, like again, my goal is to help 20 businesses do short form videos. Uh,
That's a
I
lot.
realized that that is a lot. And for the lowest package that we offer, we have to create 30 videos in a month. So if you just do the math, that's around, a lot of videos. So,
Yep.
and that's kind of when I started to realize that, okay, I need to slow down, step back, like check out the process, see how we can improve so that nothing's going to fall off the cracks. And that just kind of I think, showcase the level of service that I want to give, at least to a lot of my clients. Like, I want to make sure that quality and it's also speed efficient. And, I think, yeah, but because of our conversation, I was just like, okay, let's just do it and just kind of visualize. I'm a visual person myself as well. So
Yeah.
it makes it easier when I see it in a diagram like that.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm really excited to be working with you with the whole you already use Google Drive doing the automation and everything. Automatic the creation of the assets and the naming convention and all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have so much fun.
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Before I click up Nerd Out here for another hour, tell the audience where can they find you to go stalk you and see all the things you're doing.
Yeah. So my Instagram is at Brandon, BRANDON .Fortino, FORTINO. That's probably my most commonly used these platforms. And you can look me up in LinkedIn and TikTok, Brandon Fortino. They're all there. YouTube channel, Brandon Fortino, same spelling. So it's just my name. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
And as always, you're going to find all the links in the description below, no matter where you're listening, watching, or reading. Somewhere around this, you're going to be able to just click on the link and go follow him. Brennan, thanks so much for joining me today. I'm excited to now jump off camera and get you scheduled to move you off of Asana. Let's
do it.
Let's optimize your technology a little bit.
Let's scale it. Let's scale it up. That's the goal.
Scaling with working less. That's our goal. And with that, I'll send you all off. Bye, everybody. And I see you in the next episode.
Thank you.